We get such great questions from our community, and Natalie Chong recently sent me a question. It was so interesting. She's saying, I'm wondering if there's more information about what to include on a contact form on a website. She's got all kinds of ideas that she wants to include on hers, like name of the client, the location, the type of project, inspiration, square footage, etc. And then she's asking more specifically about things like the furniture budget, the reno budget, and inspiration board. She's also wondering if she should ask about a minimum project spend or renovation budget. And she's also worried if she puts that minimum spend on there that she will exclude people from contacting her because of the simple fact that they don't meet that minimum spend. And you know how I feel. Be as transparent as possible, and then you will get your best clients. Natalie also has put her hourly rate and consultation rate right on the website, which is awesome. And she's wondering if it's too much. No, it's not too much. You're fine. You're doing great. But in terms of advice around what I would have on an intake form, which is really what you're talking about, my response would be that, yes, of course, you need the name. I would change the generic location to project location, and I would have a second line perhaps that asks if the project location is the same as your current home address, because sometimes people buy a new property and they want you to come and meet them at the new property instead of the property that they're living at. So let's make sure that that's crystal clear if they're going to be booking a consultation from this form. I would also make it really easy for potential customers to fill this form out. So I wouldn't say project type so much as I might list examples that they could check off. For instance, is it a full design build? Is it a renovation? Is it kitchens and bathrooms? Is it decorating only? One of the things she was asking about is the word inspiration. I'm not sure that's clear enough to be helpful to the client. What inspiration do you want? Pictures? And also in our office, we do not make clients do any work. So I would never ask them to go and do that work prior to the consultation. Unless they wanted to. I might suggest it, but I wouldn't require it, I guess. And I can't think of a reason why we would need to know the square footage of the house necessarily, unless you're basing your flat fee on square footage, but I would still want to verify that number myself anyway. So again, that would fall under the category of making the client do some work. I would, however, definitely add the question, is this your primary residence? Because I want to know if they have multiple homes. And if they do have multiple homes, I know already they're my ideal client, right? I would also ask if this is the first time you've ever worked with an interior design professional. And if yes, I would then ask, who was that professional? I want a name, because in my experience, a lot of clients think they've worked with a professional designer because they have gotten assistance from a sales clerk at Ethan Allen. That's not the same thing, and you want to be able to deal with that right up front. I would definitely leave the hourly rate on your website, and remember, luxury clients want a luxury experience and they will spend money for it. If you put that luxury rate on there, it's actually going to entice and attract the customers you want. So thank you for the great question. Never had that one before.